let's move on to the Feng Shui perspective. All right, so October from a flying star perspective, it's rather interesting because I call it the same month. And what this means is like it actually indicates a duplication and magnifying of energy. So we can expect this month the energy actually amplifies both ways. If it's bad, it can be downward bad. If it's good, it will propel upward good. All right. So as we all know, 2021, we have 5 yellow in southeast sector. And all this while I've been saying, this year the 5 yellow in the southeast sector is not too damaging because we have the wood controlling the earth and so on. But October is not like that because we will have a double 5 yellow over there. So this is the month where we want to keep southeast as quiet as possible. If you can avoid it, avoid it. So what if you have your main door in southeast sector like me? I just need to be conscious that I don't slam the door. Whenever I open and close the door, I need to be very gentle with it. Okay, and also don't move big furnitures in and out. All right, just if you can avoid it. If not, just take extra care. Okay, be extra quiet and gentle in this area. All right. So we have star 1 flying into the south and is meeting up with star 1 again. So here we have a double nobleman star in the south. However, star 1 is a water star. So now we have double water entering a fire sector. It can bring fatigue. But however, it is still a good sector to use. But you just need to take some time to make sure you have the exercise, you have good rest to manage your energy level, okay? Next, star 2, the illness star flies into the north. So star 2 is Earth star. Then Earth star flying into the north on its own is like, it's not too bad because we have, the Earth will be too busy controlling the water anyways, but this month we have a double star 2 in the north. So which means is if you are in this sector, pay attention to your health, or if anyone is staying or sleeping in this sector, also pay extra attention to the health, boost up immunity. If you feel that something is not right, go do a full checkup, all right? Then star 3 goes into southwest and it's meeting up with its clan. So imagine 2 argument star meeting up with each other. I believe I don't need to explain further, you know what would happen, right? And then it's a double wood star in the earth sector. So there's an increased possibility of argument. And if you're using this sector, if you're in this sector, you will need to manage your emotions. Okay, avoid unnecessary argument or fight. If it has nothing to do with you, just back off and turn away. Or it may get you into more serious issue like lawsuit trouble. But if you're seriously lacking courage, you can leverage on this sector to build up your courage. However, you need to be mindful of your words, right? So this is how you can use star 3 to your advantage. Because on one side, it does brings like argument and so on, but on another side, it does uplift that courage. So next we have star 4. So star 4 landing up in the east sector and meeting up with star 4. And east is a wood sector. And this one, we have a double wood in the wood sector, which means it's a happy family all together. Okay, so star 4 is for academic, so it's very good for learning, to uplift your skill and so on. But in the traditional text, it actually quoted that when we have a double 4, it does indicates negative connotation because it brings on things like laziness, losing your job, becoming jobless. But I look at it from a different perspective, because laziness is something which we have control over. When we are aware, when we are conscious about it, we can do something, right? So just look at the effort that you are investing into progress. Okay, get the lessons and skills that you need. So the key here is purposeful learning, not learning for the sake of learning, and not learning because you enjoy learning and you put it as an excuse not to do other things else, but it's more on what is your purpose of learning a certain skill or picking up certain knowledge, okay? Because it's the purpose that will drive you forward, all right? So next thing would be, we have star 6, which goes into the center, meeting up with star 6 again. And in the center, this one, we have a double metal star, double authority star. So it also amplify that sense of power, that sense of authority. And it can trigger this power struggle where we suddenly feel, if you are often using the center sector, you may feel like, you have this desire, okay, to control, you have this desire to rise up and so on. So cultivate inner peace and be accountable for your actions. There is no problem. I don't see any problem with that desire to be in power, but you just need to be accountable for your actions, right? Then we have star 7, which flies into northwest this month and meeting up with another fly 7. So we have a robbery star with a robbery star, 2 robbery star together. So if northwest is your main door sector, ramp up your security, okay? And if you're using this sector and you can't avoid it, so you need to pay attention to details, especially in financial terms, because preventive measure is always better than cure. Okay, look into every detail, every single cent, to make sure that you know what comes in and what goes out, because you want to safeguard your financial, and make sure that you are clear with any contracts and documents as well that you may be signing. Okay, on a positive note, this sector also have a positive energy that can help you enhance your communication or presentation skill, but you need to be mindful with your words, right? So if you need to improve your communication, so you can use this sector, right? So next we have star 8, which is the wealth star. So it flies into west, and in the west now we have double wealth star. So we have 2 earth star landing in the metal sector, which I would say brilliant, right? Because it's wealth, and the wealth is growing the metal in this sector, okay? But we need to be prepared to roll up our sleeves to dig the gold, because although we always say, oh, star 8 is wealth and it means money, it doesn't necessarily mean money. It just means that there will be increased opportunity, money making opportunity. But if you're not ready to roll up your sleeve and put in the effort to do that, then star 8 can bring frustration and anxiety. Okay, so if you're using this sector, very good, but remember, you need to be ready to roll up your sleeves and get work done. Okay, so the last star, we have star 9, the prosperity star, which we call it the future wealth, and it goes into northeast. So northeast, this one, we see a double fire in the earth sector, which I would say, again, another brilliant sector to harness. But one thing we need to be conscious about is, star 9 is about future, is about prospect. So we need to work towards something which is in future, which is looking at the long-term goal, but we also need to be conscious and clear of what needs to be done now, okay? So that we can move, every day we can move one step closer to our goal. All right. So if you're leveraging on the northeast sector on the double star 9, remember you need to be at the present while you think of the long term. Okay. So in summary, in the south sector, it's like it brings support, but on the flip side, it can also cause fatigue. So in the southwest, it's like it gives you courage, but on the flip side, it also brings argument. In the west sector, it brings wealth opportunity, but on the flip side, it also comes with anxiety. On the northwest, it helps you to build up your charisma, but at the same time, it also brings the possibility of robbery, which means losing your wealth or losing something, okay? So on the north side, I don't see anything good with it, unless you are into property investment, okay? Then perhaps you can use this sector to assess or look for property. But on the other side, it's the inner side is rather strong, okay? Then in the northeast, the good side is like, it's about future wealth, it's about your long-term goal, long-term gains, and so on. But on the flip side, it also brings distraction. Then in the east, the positive thing is like, it's a very good sector this month for learning. But on the flip side, it may also trigger procrastination. So for Southeast, I only have one word, calamity. So I won't recommend you all to use it. Okay? Right, and in the middle, it heightens the sense of authority. At the same time, it also triggers power, this sense of power struggle. Okay? Now in summary for October, sometimes it is hard for us to be consistent because we have the tendency to focus on the outcome more than the process. Okay, but if you put it on another way, yeah, if we are more drawn to the feelings, the positive feelings of achieving an outcome. Okay, when we talk about the struggle of the journey, that's when most of us will actually take a step back. And most of us actually quit during the struggle before we can experience the rewards, okay, of staying in the course and also the lessons that it brings. But this is a month that really calls for your consistency and your resilience. So enjoy the journey, okay? So you can start preparing now and aim to remove your internal blockages by 6th of October. Let go of the old images of yourself, your old belief, right? And then strengthen your own core values, strengthen our core values, our core competency. What are the skill gaps now that we need to patch up? Use this time to pick it up and focus on things that matters, even if you don't like it, because now it's not about whether you like it or not. It's about surviving and thriving and what the market needs. Okay, and what is the value that you can contribute to the market. So also do constant reality check to make sure that we are on track and we are not off track. And finish up what we have left lingering, because any open items, any unresolved issues, it will still come back and bite us. Okay? And stay focused, be accountable for your actions. All right? Last but not least, yeah, remember to enjoy the journey, because October is really all about the journey. So, all right. Before I end the workshop, I just want to flash out my upcoming webinars. It's like I have my Strategize with Life, your Life with Bazi workshop coming up starting in October, so you can sign up for it. Then also check out, I've just set up my shop in Facebook, so you can check out my services. And that's it. Thank you, everyone.